Hello, my name is Daniel. I work for Focusing Initiatives International in Uganda. We have a project, Better World for Kids, supporting children with psychosocial issues within the refugee camp. Nachivale Refugee Settlement is found in southwestern Uganda, and it has a population of about 138,000 refugees, and children constitute about 80% of this number. Looking at the children within the refugee camp, out of 10 children, we will find that there's one with a psychosocial issue or a mental health condition. The project is about storytelling. We are working on bridging a gap between the children and the elderly people. And when we talk about the storytelling, it's not just about sharing the stories, but what comes out of the story. This is a very unique thing because in the African traditional setting, storytelling has been the best way to communicate and also prepare children for adulthood. And this is knowledge which is passed from one generation to another. We are looking at children between the age of 8 to 12 years. These are the children who have been left out because most of the interventions look at children from the age of 12 and above. So far, we have been able to reach up to about 120 children. And there has been an enormous improvement in their psychosocial well-being. I have seen other children supporting children within the community, other children supporting fellow peer children. COVID-19 situation has really been very bad. We have seen so many, for Uganda, we have had the longest lockdown ever to the extent that some children who are going to school have gotten pregnant. Young girls at the age of 12 getting pregnant, and this has been really an enormous blow, especially within the refugee camp, within the host community. And we have come to create a difference. With the stories, we have seen children come in to join our programs, and that in a way has resulted into a retention of children into our program, which has delayed them being exposed to so many other risks. We have been able to involve the elderly people, and these are people who have not been engaged for quite a very long time. So we started by having them share their stories, having a story kind of mapping. We want to hear their childhood experience. We want to hear how did they solve conflicts when they were young? Can they give us backgrounds of some of the stories that their great-grandparents shared with them, and now that they're elderly people in the community, can they replicate these stories? The story sessions bring them together. It brings the children and the elderly together, and this has created an enormous improvement in the relationships within the different age groups. And also, we have also had feedbacks from the parents of some of these children, which is also a very positive note. An example, one of the parents said, "But what do you people share during your sessions? Because I see there is a lot of improvement in my son's ways of behavior, because he was so vulgar, he was so rude, very aggressive. But this is changing. What are we doing different that is making this happen?" And my answer was, it is just storytelling. And this storytelling has a lot of lessons learned. And the lessons learned comes from the children, but not from the grandparents. So the children are able to think. And it is not only the sharing, but it is also improving the cognitive development of a child, because it tasks them to think. And also to the community. The community has welcomed this storytelling sessions. An example, we have Office of the Prime Minister. They got very much interested about what we are doing. And they encouraged us if we could also expand this operation within the World Refugee Settlement, because engaging the elderly people, they have a lot of knowledge in the conflicts where the refugees are coming from. So we also have conflicts within the settlement. These are resource banks who are very vital in solving some of the conflicts. So that is one of the feedback from the Office of the Prime Minister and also United Nations High Commission for Refugees. So I call upon your support so that we are able to continue supporting the children to rediscover their own worth and also develop their resilience so that they can be able to cope up with the different stressors within the community and they're able to lead a positive life. Whatever kind of support you are able to direct towards this call, we will be able to appreciate. And thank you so much for being a part of Focusing Initiatives International. Thank you.